This is the KHC 18 rotary hammer drill from Festool. I've had it for about 3 months now, and I wanted to take a moment to show you about the tool and the features and how it's worked out for me. One of the best features about this tool is it's actually 3 tools in one. It's a rotary hammer, it's a chipping hammer, and it's also a standard drill. It comes with 2 chucks. It comes with a standard keyless chuck that will accept normal style bits, but it also comes with an SDS style bit, which is awesome because I have a ton of SDS bits from my previous model drill that I can still use and not have to go out and buy these expensive bits again. And the nice thing about the SDS chucks, as you're maybe familiar, they just lock right in. Some of the notable things I've noticed also while using it is there's actually a shock absorber that helps reduce vibration while you're drilling. There's a very easily adjustable handle that you can adjust by just turning and locking in, depending on what you're doing. It has an LED headlight on the front, which is great because it seems like whenever you're using this drill, you're always in a lowly lit area and you're in a crevice somewhere. And speaking of that, when you are in a low lit area in a crevice and you're right down into the drill, it has anti-kickback technology. And what that means is whether you're using it for like a hole saw or you're drilling in with a large concrete bit, sometimes you can get stuck, it binds, and it will cause the drill to kick. This has anti-kickback technology, and what that means is when it senses the drill kicks, it cuts the power from the drill and saves you from getting injured and causing strain to your wrist. There's also a convenient clip that's removable here, and it's for being on scaffolding or a ladder. You can clip it on the side. Just from personal experience, I'd advise you not to clip it on your belt if you have shorts on. Learned that this summer after I drilled about 300 holes. Those bits are hot and it touched my leg. It's a little tip for you, that's a pro tip. Has a standard forward reverse right here at the trigger level, which is always nice. So if you get bound, you can always reverse the bit, help you get out. Trigger right here. Let's touch on the 3 features and how I've been able to use them over the past few months. The first one I'm going to touch on is the rotary impact. And the difference in a regular impact drill and a rotary is very noticeable. Mainly with a rotary, you don't have to put as much pressure when you're drilling into concrete or hard surfaces. The drill does the work for you. You just kind of stand and let it just do the work. The next feature is using the regular keyless chuck head and just using it as a regular drill. And with the combination of the light, the handle, and the anti-kickback, it's really nice to be able to use it on doing some heavy duty drilling, and that includes hole saws. The third feature is to be able to use this as a chipping hammer, and that allows you to just basically put attachment like this into it when you're removing tile or you're removing like linoleum flooring or you're trying to break up brick on an edge. I've used it for breaking up concrete, and it's just basically pushed down into it. When you push it, it engages. It works great. And here's a tip for you. When you slip it into the SDS slot and you're going to use it, sometimes it doesn't sit the way you want. You can actually turn it to the drill and put it where you want it to be, then change it back into chipping function, and you have adjusted exactly where you want it to be. Now I want to show you something that's a very unique feature to the drill. You not only have a depth stop, which you could use if you were drilling into, say, like tap cons, you don't want to go too deep, you want to go just the right amount. You can use this as a depth stop so you know how deep to drill to when this touches. This also supports the use of this accessory that comes with it as well. And you actually put this on here and make it go up to there's brushing in here that goes up to the bit. And you place this on here and you can attach a dust collection hose to this, or you can, in my case, the way I've used it so far is just to use it as a collection. Like this summer when I was using a stepping bit, I actually put it up to the metal and let this collect all the scalding hot shavings that were flying all over the place. Works amazing. A side note also, for those with a keen eye may notice that I actually cut this. It comes with the initial size and it comes with an extension. And for a stepping bit, I found that this is the perfect amount to be able to engage the stepping bit into the metal and still collect the shavings. So I actually cut one of the attachments, modified it. And note also the larger attachment would be great for when you're chipping or breaking up concrete. You could actually contain a fair amount of the dust and the mess that comes from using that operation. I found the sustainer that this tool comes in to be very handy for storing all of the bits that I have and the accessories. I'm sticking them in every place I can to avoid having to store them somewhere else, because there's nothing more annoying than using a drill and not be able to find the right size drill bit. You might notice that this sustainer is wider than the standard size. This is the same with sustainer that the restoration grinder as well as the reciprocating saw comes in, and it's required to be able to fit the tool inside of it. It will match up with the standard size sustainers. They still lock in at this point below or above it, so you can still put it in a stack and still roll it into the job site. I'm so excited to be off from the battery platform of my previous Rotary. It was one of the batteries and chargers I had to keep in addition to my Festool batteries. I love that this is a brushless motor. I love the power of it. Everything's been great. If you have any questions about this tool, if something I may not have covered, feel free to leave me a question in the comments and I'll be sure to get back with you. Thanks for watching.